Hollywood's bustin' loose, bustin' loose.
Your Hollywood Local is brought to you by Sunrise Buick and BSU Roofing and Construction. Welcome to Your Hollywood Local, bringing you news and views from Tinseltown to your town. How was your week? What's been going on? No matter what, a good dose of entertainment always makes it better. I'm Larita Shelby, your host, and you are always our special guest. And just so that you know, Your Hollywood Local is presented by Logan Westbrook's Productions. Our media partner for today's show is the Electronic Urban Report, which you can log on to at eurweb.com for the latest in entertainment news. On today's show, we'll also chat with Hollywood legends Morgan Freeman, Anne Margaret, Alan Arquette. Plus, we'll get a dose of inspiration from Jack Canfield and Memphis' own author and media mogul, Marie Pisano. Okay, let's get started with a feel-good foundation started by Nile Rodgers. Old school fans remember him as part of the group Chic from the disco era. Chic also produced such hits as Le Freak and We Are Family, sung by Sister Sledge. Okay, disco is a thing of the past, but caring and sharing is always in fashion. Mr. Rogers and his friends recently gathered in support of the We Are Family Foundation, which is dedicated to creating and supporting programs that inspire and educate the next generation about respect and understanding and cultural diversity. EUR Web's Falasha was on hand at the gala, and it was a good time and great proof that there are many who give back, or as they say today, pay it forward.
Hey guys, it's Falasha here with EUR Web, and we are here at the gala in the Hammerstein Ballroom for the We Are Family Foundation. I know you're doing a lot of work out in Congo.
Yes, as you know, 20 years ago I created the Dikembe Mutombo Foundation, which mission was to improve the living condition of the people in the Democratic Republic of Congo. We thank God where we are today for giving us the strength and the courage and for blessing us, especially my wife and I, to do what we do. We have given more than $30 million. The hospital is doing good. We have treated more than 200 women and children. So we're happy with the result.
That's awesome to see a turnaround in the country that you were born in. So how does it feel to be accepting this award tonight?
I'm just happy. I want to thank We Are Family Foundation for bringing me here and telling the world about the work that we've been doing. I thank everyone who have contributed to my success. I would have not been where I am today because of them.
That's awesome.
So excited to be here at Nile Rodgers' event, which he's had for many, many years. This is a tradition now. But my first time, embarrassed to say, my first time attending.
Good. So who are you most excited to see?
Well, Niall and his band. Yes, I can't wait. You know, and I've seen him before, of course, many times, and played with him many times. But every time is marvelous. Can't wait.
Great to see you. I know that you are the founder of it. Such a wonderful foundation. Could you just tell our viewers a little bit about it that don't know about what the foundation is about?
Well, we started right after September 11 tragedies, and we originally started as an anti-bias organization, and then as we met more and more people, we started to branch out. And now we've become, our main mission is we're a year-long mentoring program, as you can see from some of the teens around here. We bring them in, we give them media training, we give them a stipend, and we basically create a family that's together for life.
How can if a teen is interested in media, how can they get in contact with the organization and be a part of it?
Typically, the kids that are into what we do, they find us. They really, no, really, they do.
That's how media folks are.
Usually, especially because of one of our programs called TEDx Teen, we always get thousands and thousands and thousands of applicants every year.
So throw in this gala tonight and honoring these great people. You're going to have a Unity Award, a Peacemaker Award, and Humanitarian Award.
Yep.
What does that mean to you to give back to these people that are also doing likewise the work that you're doing?
Well, I look at it like this. I was socialized to care about other people, so it doesn't seem really special or anything to me, but it does feel great when I honor others that I know are really good at heart and they're doing very special things. So.
These next set of stars prove that movie stars never grow old, they just change seasons. Lee Bailey had a chance to sit down with Alan Arkin, Morgan Freeman, Michael Caine, Anne Margaret, and Zach Braff. They talked about making the movie Going in Style. Now, whether you caught it on the big screen or if you're planning a movie night at home with it on DVD, this one is for the record books. Enjoy. Here's Lee Bailey from EUR Web.
Gentlemen, this is the final rose tonight.
Luke.
The only choice she's got.
She's not gonna move to a farm in those heels.
She's kissed them all with her tongue.
She's a walking venereal disease.
Chase.
I'm seeing an overdrawn balance in your daily checking.
Yeah, my mortgage payment tripled.
I've disclosed a possibility of a rate hike during your refi. Do you remember that? Everyone on the ground, now!
The three men walked off with $1.6 million.
They choreographed it like a dance.
A conga line right into prison.
They didn't get caught.
What about the project appealed to you, if we can begin there?
I love the fact that it's about men and women of a certain age. It's about friendship. It's about falling in love again. It's about passion. And you're not dead if you reach a certain age.
Yeah, and for me, I just resonated with Ted Melfi's wonderful script. My father's 82 years old, and he always says, you know, other than the awards movies at the end of the year, no one's really making movies for older folk. That's also something that younger people can enjoy. Grandkids can go with their grandparents, families can go, and it's a great heist comedy, but it also has a social message.
Yeah, that does come through. So with that in mind, what was the challenge or challenges? I'm sure there's always a challenge to any film project or even TV project, but from your perspective and your perspective, what were the challenges for you, if I may ask?
Well, I'll go first. I think the challenge was to make sure you had the right balance of heart and comedy, because we wanted it to be funny, we wanted there to be action, there's some physical comedy.
And not dirty.
Yeah, we wanted it to be PG-13 and sort of good for all families. But also that little balance of having heart too, emotion. You know, Morgan being separated from his granddaughter and being sick, and Michael, you know, fearing being evicted from his home. Of course, the romance with Alan and Anne. We wanted a little bit of everything.
Yeah, your life is not over when you get a certain age. I love the theme of friendship. When Michael gives that toast when we're getting married, now the boys have gone through life together. How wonderful. Through, as mother, she had this Swedish accent. Ja, through thick and thin. Ja.
Through thick and thin.
Through thick and thin, yes.
Through thick and thin.
So now, you're a young guy, but...
Relatively.
Okay, relatively.
I'm his mother, yes.
But you're charged with directing some veteran actors. And I don't want to say complicated story, but you just mentioned you had a lot going on there.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts when, well, did you lobby for the job, or did they seek you?
They came to me and were very interested in me, and but it wasn't mine right away. They said, would you want to do this? And I read it, Ted Melfi's wonderful script, and I loved it, and so I made it very clear that I would love the job. And I think Mr. Freeman and Sir Michael Caine had to see my movies and approve me. And then once I was approved, I was hired by Warner Brothers, and I brought Anne Margaret and Alan Arkin on board.
Oh.
And Michael and Morgan have done 6 movies together. So they've been friends for a long time.
Yeah.
Right. Well, how did you approach your character then?
Oh, she had been married when she was very, very young to a musician, and divorced a long time ago, and something hit her. Something about it, no matter how grumpy he is, or he never looked up or anything, there was something coming from him. And it was very powerful for her. And she went for him.
Yeah, I mean, I think the one thing that's important and unique in the film is this idea of you can find love at any age, and
passion.
And passion, and one thing that's great about it is that Anne is the aggressor. You know, often you will see it occasionally when the man is still looking for ladies at a certain age, but we have Alan Arkin's character who's not interested in love, he's not interested in sex, he's just over women altogether.
He's grumpy.
And he's grumpy and over it, and Anne Margaret's character pulls him back in, and they find love, which is really sweet, I think.
All right. Thank you very much for your time. I really, really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Really
Thanks
nice
for coming.
to meet you.
Reminds me of the time we went to Reno. We ate like kings.
We were kings. We still are.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Halt! Halt!
What are you chasing me for?
Don't make me tase you!
This is not an admission of guilt. I am just tired.
Hi, folks. Bob Burke of Sunrise Buick GMC truck. Gonna buy a truck? Sunrise has new trucks, used trucks, big trucks, little trucks, custom trucks, factory trucks, long bed trucks, short bed trucks, flare side trucks, crossover trucks, regular cab trucks, extended cab trucks, 3-door trucks, conversion vans, Acadias, Canyons, stick shift trucks, automatic trucks, 6-cylinder trucks, 8-cylinder trucks, heavy-duty trucks, light-duty trucks, work trucks, play trucks, Yukons, 2-wheel drive trucks, 4-wheel drive trucks, Sierra trucks, SUVs, trucks for rich folks and trucks for poor folks. Want a truck? Sunrise. We are professional grade.
Hello, I'm Sherman Brown. If you need a new roof, BSU Roofing and Construction can help. BSU Roofing and Construction is factory certified, and we offer 5 times the warranty of traditional roof installation. Call for a free roof inspection at 901-672-7585.
The Jugs of Memphis host their annual Living Ads Luncheon to benefit the Goodwill Homes, Saturday, April 28th at 11:30 a.m. at the Elvis Presley Guest House, 3600 Elvis Presley Boulevard. For tickets, call 901-305-6618. Welcome back to Your Hollywood Local. I'm Larita Shelby, and it's just a feel-good show today. Ever see a TV commercial or magazine ad that just kind of gets you right here? Well, it's a good chance that it was created by the genius team of Walton Isaacson. And company co-founder Aaron Walton plays an integral role in multicultural advertising and marketing for many cutting-edge campaigns and causes. In fact, you'll be surprised to learn of his influence on the popular show Verses and Flow, McDonald's 365 Black, and more. Here is the EUR Web special profile thanks to the Electronic Urban Report.
Innovative, successful, a marketing genius. Aaron Walton shared exclusively with EUR Web a few more things about himself and his Walton Isaacson Multicultural Advertising Agency that he'd like for you to know.
We consider ourselves first and foremost just an amazing agency. We're in the business to make other people's businesses really successful. About 50% of our business is in the general market arena, and the other 50% is in multicultural, whether it's Hispanic work, LGBT work, or Black work. And I think what we do does impact not only the perception of the brands that we support within these different consumer segments, but it also affects the 200 people that work here that are committed to using diversity as a tool to help drive innovation. We're doing a recent new campaign right now, which is a pro bono campaign that we're doing to support YHL001, which is an organization that is dedicated to supporting immigrants' rights. And we've created a campaign which is called Turn Ignorance Around. And we basically have taken some of the horrific words that Donald Trump has used to describe Hispanic immigrants and Hispanic consumers in our country, and turn that around and use that as a vehicle to kind of help change the dialogue. Versatile Flow really started as an event that we were doing in some of the local markets. We started this idea of taking spoken word and providing a platform for these amazing artists to share their craft. And Lexus helped underwrite the cost of that. And so we teamed up with TV1, and we pitched them the idea of taking this format and providing a platform on their network to actually broadcast the show. And so we produce it with Lexus. The 365 Black Awards, which is a award show that McDonald's actually created, and they wanted to provide a platform to showcase men and women who are giving back to the community. And that's so much a part of what McDonald's, owner-operators do, particularly the Black owner-operators who were really kind of the force behind this program. And so what we do is we go out and look for men and women who have contributed and given something back to the community, and provide them with another platform to talk about that. We tape it during the Essence Music Festival in New Orleans every year, and we'll be doing it again this year, and that show airs on BET. The thing that I would say that has been the most important thing for us is having a group of angelic troublemakers who have dreamed and continue to dream and to push us to do great things. And my advice to anyone, don't let anyone kind of put boundaries on you. Make sure that your own limitations are only as limited as you allow yourself to stop thinking about the future.
Talk about being in good company. Hats off to you, Aaron Walton, and the team at Walton Isaacson. On the local front, we now turn to Marie Pisano, a Renaissance woman who went from barefoot to stilettos, literally. She overcame adversity and wrote her story in what is now a best-selling book. Add to that, Marie's film and media company, MVP3 Entertainment, has landed the opportunity of a lifetime with the newly anticipated docu-film, Finding Your Yes with Mind, Body, and Soul. Let's have a look.
So I had this vision, creating an entertainment powerhouse and going through the journey of being an entrepreneur, putting things together. I had a lot of stumbles and a lot of people take from me. At the time that I created MVP3 Entertainment Group, I forgot to sign an NDA. And the person that I was working with took my vision and my connections and created a new co. At the time I was going through a divorce, my world was spinning, and then I happened to go golfing with Morgan Freeman due to mutual friends, and while him and I were on the golf course, he was in an accident. I don't know if many people really know that, but he was in an accident, and I was in an accident when I was 18, ready to go to Hollywood, but like that, my life changed, and I had 280 stitches in my leg, almost hit a main artery, but I had this T on my leg. So Morgan and I are talking about all our war stories and everything, and and Morgan says to me, Marie, everything happens for a reason. I said, Morgan, I don't know what the universe, what God's thinking, why do I have this T on my leg, T for Tennessee? He goes, no, Marie, that's T for tough. And like he's got the God of, or the voice of God,
exactly.
And so.
Morgan Freeman says
yes, but he's just a person. I mean, he's lovable. I mean, I love him, and it was almost like I'm like this in life. And then when he gave me those words, T for tough, I was like, dun da da dun da da da, you know, and I was like, it was like a permission, like, yeah, I got this, you know. And then the next day, I got on the phone. I called this man named Duncan Williams, who's an investment banker, and just picked up the phone and I said, Duncan, my name is Marie Pisano. He didn't know me, you know, and I said, this is what I need. I need, you know, a person that understands SEC rules and regulations. I just got taken, you know, everything away from me. And he calls me back. Morgan did say to me, tell your story, you know, go, you got this. And so that's what I did. I gave a person a job, a student, to help me, you know, put it together. And from there, I just started creating my vision even stronger.
Well, talk about your vision. What did you create for your vision?
I saw Paramount Pictures, you know, back in the day with Marilyn Monroe and all that, and they owned their actors, basically. They produced their own music and made their own films. Mm-hmm. So I saw this vision, and living now in Memphis, Tennessee, that's the downfall of Stax. You know, we have all these gems. There's no tax incentives there at all. The Blind Side was filmed there, but it was about, I mean, it wasn't filmed there, sorry, but it's about a Memphis family. Mm-hmm. But again, you know, we have all these opportunities, and Memphis just seemed to be failing at the time. And we had a bad movie producer come in, take people's money, and never made a film. So to me, Memphis was getting hit, and I'm like kind of the outsider. So I saw this, and I'm like, we're sitting on mounds of music. You know, these people that are moving out, going to Nashville, other places, but it is, I had this vision, like, this is a simple fix, but nobody in Memphis really comes together. So my theory was, you know what, you got sticks, I got a match, together we could go make a fire. Well, I did write the book, Barefoot to Stilettos, It's Not for Sissies, and it is about my life. I do talk about overcoming obstacles. I grew up on the south side of Chicago, a mother on food stamps, pretty much a rough childhood. I was defeating all odds. I mean, I was 18 years old, you know, taking on the world. I was on my way to Hollywood, you know, the next day when I got into a motorcycle accident. But I ended up with 280 stitches. I have a T on my leg, and it almost cut through the main artery. At 18, you think you are invincible, unstoppable, and from losing a modeling contract and my whole world changing and in bed for about 3 months, I had to figure out a way how I was going to get back up. No one really understood but me my vision. My vision was a film company, music publishing, and talent management. Actually the trifecta, kind of like what Paramount Pictures did. I met a man named Morgan Freeman during that time. Morgan says to me, Marie, everything happens for a reason. Why am I in Tennessee? What is the reason? You know, everything is collapsing on me, and what was God thinking, this T on my leg for Tennessee? And he goes, no, Marie, that's T for tough. I just woke up one day and I just said, I'm darn mad, I'm not going to take it anymore. And I wanted to create a company based on truth and integrity. When they tell me no, well, I just say I can and will go find my yes.
everybody's under stress. Stress is a significant risk factor in causing cardiac issues.
Having to go to school hungry or in dirty clothes, those things are clearly linked, just like the events of trauma in war, to a condition called post-traumatic stress disorder. And we can see now on functional MRI and PET scans the brain changes that occur in people exposed to those kinds of stresses.
You know, the mind, body, and soul, to be effective, have to work together.
What is the meaning of our soul? Why are we here? And why are we souls? What is the purpose of being here?
The more service we can give to others, the more higher our souls and our vibrations are.
I think finding your yes, it's unique. It is different from every human being because we all bring to the table something different. A different experience, a different way of viewing and understanding and processing the world around us, but finding your yes. The key word in there is your.
All the great religions of the world emphasize a universal problem and offer a particular solution.
It's the right religion, that's big problem. But it's nothing to right or wrong. All religion is same. They help to relieve a suffering of human being.
We are to impact the life that we are around. You have to have faith. I mean, there are so many things that happen in this life that you cannot make it unless you utilize your faith.
We all have to find the means by which we can be in community with other human beings who are trying to struggle through this life just as we are.
Every day you wake up, you have a choice.
What if you could learn from experts who have impacted the careers of Prince, Mary J. Blige, Janet Jackson, Sade, Nelly, Kirk Franklin, and many more? If you've got superstar talent, get superstar insight. Dr. Logan H. Westbrooks has compiled the new book, The Anatomy of the Music Industry.
Keep what you got until you get what you need, y'all.
The Anatomy of the Music Industry is available at Amazon.com. The Anatomy of the Music Industry. Handle your business, or someone else will.
Hi, folks. Bob Burkhammer, Sunrise Buick GMC Truck. Going to buy a truck? Sunrise has new trucks, used trucks, big trucks, little trucks, custom trucks, factory trucks, long bed trucks, short bed trucks, flare side trucks, crossover trucks, regular cab trucks, extended cab trucks, three-door trucks, conversion vans, Acadias, Canyons, stick shift trucks, automatic trucks, six-cylinder trucks, eight-cylinder trucks, heavy-duty trucks, light-duty trucks, work trucks, play trucks, Yukons, two-wheel drive trucks, four-wheel drive trucks, Sierra trucks, SUVs, trucks for rich folks and trucks for poor folks. Want a truck? Sunrise. We are professional grade.
Hello, I'm Sherman Brown. If you need a new roof, BSU Roofing and Construction can help. BSU Roofing and Construction is factory certified, and we offer 5 times the warranty of traditional roof installation. Call for a free roof inspection at 901-672-7585.
The Jugs of Memphis host their annual Living Ads Luncheon to benefit the Goodwill Homes, Saturday, April 28th at 11:30 a.m. at the Elvis Presley Guest House, 3600 Elvis Presley Boulevard. For tickets, call 901-305-6618. Time for our show to come to a close. You know what? We'd love to hear from you, so look us up on social media. A big thanks to Logan Westbrook's Productions, Lee Bailey's Electronic Urban Report, and our team here in the Mid-South. I'm Loretta Shelby. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next week on your Hollywood Local.
Hollywood bustin' loose, bustin' loose. Hollywood bustin' loose, bustin' loose. Sharing what's up, what's hot, what's not, and keeping you in the flow. Letting you know just who said what, because you need to know. There's fashion, hair, new music too, new flicks, new books, who's loving who.
Your Hollywood Local has been brought to you by Sunrise Buick and BSU Roofing and Construction.